I want to be your friend. My name is Dracula. I want you to understand it's a bad hit on me, who I am. I've always wanted to be friends with people. Come closer, closer, closer. I want to be your friend and take a little bite. I used to be that way. I have changed. The past is done. We have to move on. You move on, and I move on. Times have changed, you know, and very rough in Transylvania. It's very difficult to get by there. The weather is bad. People killing each other. I don't know why they do that. I don't like to do it wantonly, you know, wasted. We all have our own thing, you know. I want to confess to you. I happen to have a bad blood problem. And I found out it's genetic. We all have to live with something. And because I have a bad habit, you don't have to follow in my footsteps. But you know, when I'm around in the daytime and I see what people do to each other, I find they're worse bloodsuckers than I am. Forgive me for telling you that. I want to confess to you what I see. In one way or another, people do these things. And so I want you to know, I tried to change. I've been around a long time, and I've met with some of the finest people you can imagine. I remember taking a little bite from Dr. Roos. Dr. Roos, you're charming. She was so interested in sex, she didn't even know I took a little bite. When you listen to Dr. Roos, you think you're losing your hearing and your mind. And then, as you listen to Henry Kissinger, you know, Irma Bombach said that if you miss the first few words of Henry Kissinger, it's all over. Now that lady knew things. I never got to meet Irma, but I understand she was very funny. And so are we, you know, if you think about what goes on in the daytime, they are very funny. People are afraid, you know, to face eternity. I want to be frank with you. They watch television. They want to be distracted from where they are and who they are. I think, if I dare tell you, I think they needn't fear death. They watch television 25 hours a day. They're dead already by the time they arrive at the doorstep of eternity. I want you to be my friend. I want you to know I care about you. I know people tell you that all the time. Everybody wants to be your friend. But you can trust me. You know, I fly at night. It's very lonely at night to fly by yourself. And people don't like to let me visit with them at night. I live in a different world than most people. And I try to get by. I want to tell you something which you should know. My psychiatrist says I will get adjusted to what's going on in the world. It's very difficult to do that. I've been around for years and years, and the world keeps getting worse. There's a program on 60 Minutes I watched. Oh, I stay tuned to what goes on. And a fellow by the name of Morley Safer said, the more they investigated the story, the worse and worse it got. I think that's what's going on in our society. The more you hear what's going on and see what's going on, the worse and worse it gets. What will our children do? Oh, yes. Yes, I have children too. Don't you? What will they do in 100 and 200 and 300 years from now? Join with me. Dracula confesses. Should I confess? Yes. When I wake up in the morning, I have the same fears and concerns and anxieties that you have. Nothing is new. What will tomorrow bring? I am like you. I feel. A bad blood habit. My doctor tells me that I can give it up. In fact, I want to give you the good news. I work in a hospital now, at night, in the hematology department. I don't need to take a little bite. I am giving up the bad habit. You know, a friend of mine by the name of Mark Twain said that you cannot kick a bad habit off the top of a ladder all at once. You have to take it down one rung at a time. That's right. You may wonder why I have an accent. I was with Henry too long. You know Henry. Henry is a very bright man, but staying around him too long, I picked up the German accent. So forgive me. I tried to get away from the accent, but it's difficult. Do you have problems in your life? Do you think you're the only one with problems? I've had many problems over the years. Sometimes I just don't know if I can make it. I wake up in the oddest times, the night, and it's very, very lonely. I fly by myself at night by the seat of my pants. I know it's not right to tell you my problems, but I am confessing. Sometimes I think things are a nightmare. I try to get them all together, but they won't fit. Is that your problem too? Things don't fit. You watch television and you have to say people are crazy. And they tell me I am crazy, that I'm off the wall, loony. You know, they hurt me. If you watch television, you have to ask yourself, who is loony? Who is off the wall? I read these newspapers, the Inquirer, the Globe, the Star. I can't believe what I read. I can't believe what I see on cable. My doctor tells me,
you better believe it. You better believe it.
My doctor talks right through his nose. Doctor, couldn't you talk another way?
This is the way I was born.
Where are you from, doctor?
I'm from New York City. Why do you ask that?
I just thought I'd inquire to show that I care. Well, it offends you.
No, it's perfectly all right for you to ask about my background. I went to Brooklyn College in New York City, and I tried very hard to be someone, but the problem is that people are always opposed to you getting somewhere. You know what I mean?
Ha, ha, of course I know what you mean. They're always opposed to me doing what I do.
But you're not going to do it anymore, are you?
I try not to.
How's the job working out at the university?
I work in the blood department, you know. I don't have to take a little bite anymore.
Well, we've been working on that for a little while, and you're doing very well. I want you to know that.
You sound, if I may say so, doctor, like that fellow from 60 Minutes.
Which one is that?
The Andy Rooney man.
Oh, I don't know about you. That one?
Yes.
Yes. Well, we all have to sound like somebody, you know. We're not unique.
I think I am. I think you told me I am unique, doctor.
Yes, in a sense you are. But remember this. We're all, in a sense, bloodsuckers. So you don't have to really take it upon yourself to feel bad.
Doctor, you're a good man.
Well, I try to be a man. In this world, you never know who is and who isn't. And it really doesn't make a difference, does it anymore?
You sound just like Andy.
I don't know about you. Is that the way he sounds?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we all have to sound like somebody. We look like somebody. We all look like human beings. You know that. So we have different characteristics and traits and personalities, Dracula. But we're all the same, basically.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to become like you, doctor. I want to be human.
It's been taking a few hundred years, but I think you're going to get there. I really think you're going to get there. I don't know about you, but I think you may make it.
Doctor, you're so kind to me.
Yes, well, we all have to be kind at some time, and you pay me for that, so I think you deserve to have something, some information.
You know, I have run into people over the years, doctor, like Ronald Coleman.
Oh, you knew Ronald?
Darling, darling, darling. Oh, yes, I knew him. I flew to his house one time. I took a little bite. Years past, I'm sorry. So sometimes people are not all there after I visit.
But you are changing, aren't you? You are changing. I noticed